Hold it down like a Snapchat. Go over your head like a snapback. Uploaded a pic, double tap that. But you ain't got dough for your gas and electric. Let's hit. I can't believe it. I can't believe the cheek. Some man wake up and don't even brush their teeth. How could you do that? How could you even speak? How could you talk my name when you ain't even brushed your teeth? Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Never brush your teeth. 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 Queen's speech for you know.
The dream of the future brought to reality by
Sensation Station Network.
From East Point to Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead. Dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Mason, Eagle, highlights and big plays. From the East Coast to the West Coast. From Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs. Slam dunks and long run. Athletes and sports junkie. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team low. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.
Woo! It's Monday. It is 8 o'clock. They clowning up in here already. What's so funny, man? Been a long time. Missed that laughter, but I was back. You tuned into the dopest sports show on radio. It's The Crush, right here on Sensation Station Network. And I'm so happy to be back. And I'm your humble co-host, E. Glaze.
You are who?
Humble co-host.
Oh, okay. You said humble. Okay. Let go.
Boy, did you hear? I don't even get started. Somebody missed me all week. What's up, Macy?
What's up, dog?
Can we get the sign right?
What's wrong with the sign? I ain't got nothing to do with that sign. That sign that ain't part of my deal.
We got a great show for you guys today, man.
Oh,
we have multiple guests in. A guy that we've a legend in these parts of this town. KeKe for 3 is what they call him. He'll be in the building today along with, we got a special interview with our man, Tony Rutland. He'll be calling in during the Crush Rundown. We got to talk about Tim Duncan.
Timmy D.
The great Timmy D.
Big fundamental.
So we can talk about him. We also got coaches from Douglas County High School out there in Georgia, down here in Georgia. They'll be here. Mason will get to talk a little offense today, man. We get into that high school level of the year, man. So we're going to have some great conversations with them. Talk about the program, being newly hired as a coach, and talk about what they're going to do to turn that program around. So,
oh, yeah. And they heading to Charlotte this weekend for the Cam Newton National Tournament.
So we got a lot to talk about with that. We got our hot topics. We got our Crush Rundown and our Crush Recap. And we also going to see if our interns are listening today. We'll see.
They've been working, though. They've been sending me notes and stuff today.
No, haven't they?
Yeah, man. I tell you.
We got our really segment. We had some late additions today. Had to wait till about 5 to put them all in, but
I got a new rule now. What's that? Don't cut off really to 7 p.m.
Because our sports people love bringing them in later in the day.
It's the gift that just keep on giving.
So we got a great show. What's up, man?
Now, what's up, dude? Welcome back.
Man, feeling
so
good.
I'm going to tell you what was funny.
What?
So we had all we was willing to bet that your 8 o'clock woo was gonna be like extra today because you missed the show.
I missed 2.
Oh, okay. Well, so
I built that really.
So yeah, so it was all built up. So that was the laugh. I say, watch when he come back, his woo gonna be like it might take up his whole intro. So
I looked at some Ric Flair too.
oh Lord have mercy, you nature boy at that thing.
I was like, should I come in? Yeah, boy, I missed it. Boy, I missed this, man.
Hey, man, miss a day, you miss a lot.
Boy. We got a lot to talk about, man. But, dang, man, legends this year just retiring left and right, boy.
Man, the NBA, no Kobe and no Timmy D.
19, 20 years of – only one left is KG.
And he need to go on and walk away, too. One of my best Tim Duncan memories is when KG was trying to, like, get at him one time. And he was just looking at KG like – Bruh.
You don't want to. Come on.
Bruh. Best believe you finna get this 25, 10, and about 5 blocks, bruh.
The NBA Network played Tim versus his first year when they went to the championship against the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Timmy, even though he was older now, the game still looked the same. We're going to talk a lot about that in Hot Topic, man. Basically, I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all, Hot Topic is going to be about GOATness. And I witnessed one retiring, but we saw Serena this weekend. We're going to definitely dive into that, and then when we come back, man, because 35 years old and still killing everybody, dog.
Hey, man.
35. And she's killing it. It ain't even close no more.
She built for it, dog. She built for it.
Richard tried to tell y'all.
She really built for it.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? Man, that belong on the morning show.
We'll be right back.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Duncan.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Duncan, and I am second.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Bobby Dollar from the Ohio State. I'm kicking it with the crush on Sensation Station Network.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert, and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
This is Corey Jarvis, head football coach at Mays High School. When I listen to sports radio, I listen to FSNATL.com.
Hot topics.
Going to the Hot Topics brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dancy. If your smile isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dancy has been practicing dentistry for 15 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment. 678-836-2118. 678-836-2118. So make sure we talked about a little bit, and just me and you are very giving out that term GOAT of, you say greatest of our time.
Greatest of my era, GOME. I don't never say GOAT.
But there's some that are certain. When I looked at Serena this weekend, and I looked at its numbers, man, it's actually sickening. 22 Grand Slam, 71 overall total titles. Her and Venus have never lost a doubles.
The doubles, yeah. They own that.
She has 2 mixed Grand Slams, 14 doubles, 4 gold medals, 1 single, and 3 doubles. When you look at it, and she's won, I think it's 9 past the age of 30. No one has ever did that. Looking at Serena's career, is there anyone better than what you've seen?
No.
I mean, even Steffi was great, but this is what she's doing is really sick. Because what's crazy is this year she's been at every final.
Yeah.
Well, she missed one, but she's still been competing in the U.S. Open final. She was there. Australian, she was there. And the French, she didn't make it, but still, just to be this dominant at this age.
Nobody works harder than Serena, and it shows.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, when we talk about, you know, I was saying like she's built for it, her body.
Yeah,
she's one big muscle.
Yeah.
You know, and she's able to, and I think what a lot of people don't understand is not only her strength, her flexibility.
Yeah.
Like she can get to every ball on the court, no matter, she can go baseline to baseline, she can come up, she can rally. It's nothing she can't do in a game.
What makes it,
and she overpowers everybody.
And that's the thing, is like, she went through about 3 or 4 years ago when she had that blood clot, where they thought her career was going to be over with. And for her to come back from that and still be as dominant, you know, most of the time by this age, because Martina during her age, she was getting around 35. It was slowing down. The younger crew was coming in.
Yeah.
She's swatting them all, young, old, middle. She don't care. She's still doing her thing.
But again, it's the work ethic. It's the extra stuff that she's doing. A lot of these girls, it's almost like how Tiger had that little run where he made everybody get in the weight room.
Yeah.
This is her gift. This is her extra that she has on everybody.
And that's what you looking at these girls that she's competing against. You like, are they gonna get to that next level to do that? Are they getting into that weight room? Because you know, there's always she's over strong and all that. But Richard told us this. Your girl Shanae always put this video out every year.
Yeah.
Back in 1992, 91,
Yeah.
93.
Yeah.
Where Richard would tell them Serena's gonna be better than Venus, and they're gonna be. We hope to win one.
Yeah. This is what people have to understand. Think about how many Serena has given away.
Oh my God!
With her unforced errors, she actually could have almost probably won every Wimbledon that she competed in. Usually when she loses, she beat herself.
A lot of unforced errors.
A lot of unforced errors.
Her overall record, she's 22-6 in
right.
Grand Slam. So she's lost 6 Grand Slams.
And 6 she gave away. Name a time where somebody just really beat her, where she didn't beat herself.
Only time I can remember is when she used to play Venus when she was younger, because Venus was a different. Venus is 6'1",
but
6'2".
you had that big sister syndrome.
Yeah,
it's hard for little sister to beat. You know what I'm saying? It just don't happen. Like I can remember when William finally beat me in Madden. And I let him win, but you know what I'm saying? I got tired. I needed somebody to play with.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got tired of him keep throwing the remote, and then we get into trouble. So I was like, at some point you gotta let him win. But then when I can remember when he really beat me, I was like, I might not be able to beat him no more. So I had to start like, boy, I just let you win, boy.
Yeah.
But I mean, eventually the younger one gonna catch up to you.
Yeah.
But like I said, she was more physically gifted than Venus.
Yeah. And it was just body wise and just speed and strength wise, she's just stronger. But greatest of all time, I know it's not our generation, but ain't nobody in the older generation could have beat this. I couldn't see a Martina or a Steffi.
Nah, even when Hingis was like the girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But her game was so finesse. Like it wasn't no power like this. Like I don't even know if she could really consecutively return Serena serve. I just don't know if she could do it.
And then I saw the doubles match on that Sunday.
Oh, that's always unfair.
When them two together, it's like they can cover the whole court.
Right.
And it's like they kind of let you in for a little bit.
But what's crazy is, think about this. Serena plays closer to the net.
Yeah.
Because Venus is the longer
so
player.
She can go back and forth on the baseline.
Imagine how she's serving from the baseline. Imagine her returning from right there in the middle of the court.
She hit one that almost hit the girl. I thought if she'd have hit it in her head, she'd have knocked her out.
Bruh.
She'd have knocked
Concussion
that girl.
City, dog.
She hit it so hard.
Concussion City.
Everybody like, ooh, please don't hit that girl, because she would have knocked out. But just dominance, man. And you know what? Like I said, Richard tried to tell y'all.
Yeah, Richard told us. I mean, and again, he's done a phenomenal job with these girls. I mean, like I say, this is that thing where he went and put them in a sport that we're not in.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger did the same thing. Earl did the same thing with Tiger. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes step outside the box.
Yeah, man.
Because, everybody can dribble. Everybody can, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't backhand that racket.
And sometimes you just be looking like, wow.
And you have to go out there to play tennis. Like, somebody asked me one time, I'm competitive or whatever. Yeah. You think you can take Serena? Boy, no. Not even going to fool myself.
139 miles per hour, still 139 miles per hour.
I'm talking about no way you slice it, bro. I wouldn't even know how to hold the Wilson right to return it back. Like, real talk. Like, man, stop.
You know how you charging that? She hit me with the one on the bar. I had to.
See, and Serena, I mean, you know, no offense, but, you know, if y'all going to throw down, like, you going to have to eat your lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Because she ain't taking no shot. And she from Compton.
Yeah. No, it's not going to be easy.
Nah, it ain't going to be easy at all. No, you going to.
Nah, it's going to be easy. It's
Yeah, you gonna catch one.
You going to take an L.
You going to catch a bad one.
And you had to explain to everybody like Harpo did.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Like I say.
Well, Harpo had to explain to everybody what happened.
You got to pack your lunch. If you going to try to throw them hands with Serena,
yeah,
it's going to be a problem. You need to think about that.
Be careful.
You think about that real hard.
That's why Drizzy went to the weight room. But anyway, we'll be right back.
Mom, Dad, guess what? Now you're always talking to me about not doing drugs like pot and ecstasy and cocaine, how they're dangerous and illegal. Well, you don't have to worry anymore. My friends and I have found a much better way to get high. And you'll be happy to know it's not even illegal. Nice, huh? Want to know what we're doing? All right, I'll tell you. We use cough medicine. Seriously, the stuff in the medicine cabinet. You didn't notice it was missing? Oh, well, I guess lucky for me then.
Last year, more than 2 million teens risked blackouts, seizures, even comas, intentionally abusing ordinary cough medicine, the kind in virtually every home in America. Never heard of it? Bet your kids have.
And it's got to be safe, because it's medicine, right?
When you talk to your kids about drugs, make sure you start with the ones in the medicine cabinet. Need help getting the conversation started? Go to drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
We played Portland Game 7 the year they went to the championship, and I ran through the lane and I hit Buck Williams in the ribs. This man grabbed my jersey, turned around, and smacked me. Pow! Don't you ever hit me like that again.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
What is this? You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Going to that crushing interview brought to you by Oracy Software. The Oracy team is committed to providing life cycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. Oracy's motto is when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to Oracy, ORASI.com for more information. Make sure, please, introduce this young man.
Man, this young man really don't need no introduction, man. If you've been around basketball, he will shoot your lights out. We'll give you 40 in about 10 minutes if you let him. Marquis Hicks in the building, man. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Macy? How's it going?
Man, what's happening, my dude? Hey, man. Always glad to have you in studio. Talk hoops, man.
Yeah.
Talk hoops.
Yeah. Simple question first, though, man.
Okay.
How many can you put out there now? You went out there right now. You put about 40 on.
Which level? Which level?
Oh, boy. When you go to the park, you putting about 40 on. Right?
Oh, I kill them boys at the park. But it's some good players to play and pick up, too, though. So, I mean, I'll be good for about 10 minutes, and then that's about it.
You shut it down?
Yeah, shut it down.
First of all, congratulations on the new job, man, at Point University, man. Congratulations, brother.
I appreciate it.
Talk about the program Point and what you'll be, your new job and all that right now.
Well, my new job will be I'm going to be the recruiting coordinator.
Okay.
And so I'll be responsible for all the guys coming on campus to visit and, be the first person in charge of what players we recruit. And I'll also be coaching on the floor. I have a lot more responsibilities than I had at Tech because my position is higher.
Now, when we talk about recruiting coordinator, I kind of got a good feel for the type kids that you really like to cover. Right. In the state of Georgia, where basketball is really a hotbed,
right?
Do you see yourself starting here and then working your way out, or?
Yeah, I got a lot of connections throughout the country as far as like a lot of teammates I had from when I was at Oklahoma. Got a great connection in the Dallas area.
Okay.
Because a lot of my guys run the AAU programs there, and so of course I have a lot of connections here in Atlanta. So yeah, I do see myself branching out and being able to do bigger and better things. But it's a process.
Very much so.
So it's a whole new coaching staff, right? Brand new head coach,
right.
Everything. What are y'all looking to do coming to point, and what type of environment y'all trying to create at Point?
Well, first of all, we're trying to get quality young men that are coachable, men that will come in and not only try to do the best they can in basketball, but also in academics and becoming, a strong young male and role model for the future.
Basically, real quick, tell them what Point said again.
Points in West. I know, right? Everybody asks. It's a good question. It's a legitimate question. It's in West Point, Georgia. It's down 85 South, just before Alabama, and it's about 29 miles before Auburn University, and about 2 or 3 miles from Lynette, Alabama.
Okay.
About an hour drive.
Now, with you,
South Side.
With you being a guard, what's the ideal guard for you? When you recruit, I mean, that is your job.
Okay.
What do you look for?
First thing I look for is toughness.
Mm.
Because I would take a player. Of course, I'm looking for talent, but I would take a player with a little less talent and a lot more toughness than I would take a kid with a little bit more talent and not tough. Because when the game get on the line, in college, a lot of the games come down to the last 8 minutes.
Right.
And it just boils down to who's tough, who's going to make the play, in the crunch time, who's going to make the play when everybody's yelling and screaming and coaches on you. So I need tough guys.
So, Coach, when you speaking of that, so you get to when you coaching and you looking at that last 8 minutes, you looking at that bench, do you get that feeling like, oh, this ain't good right now? I'm looking at these eyes. Some of these players ain't ready to go.
Right. And that's the time you'll know.
Oh,
when that part of the game, because even if the player's not showing you no insecurities, you'll start realizing how you feel about those ones when you're looking down the bench, and that's when you start realizing, oh, you know what I mean? I know who I can count on, and I know who I can't count on at this point.
He's not ready.
Right.
So let me ask you this. Me and you had these conversations all the time.
Okay.
But we're going to kind of, get our conversations out a little bit.
Okay.
The AAU circuit, so many games are being played. Does it sometimes take away from these kids' competitiveness?
It could. I think they get burned out. Like my niece, she a big time player on the female circuit, right? And I always talk to my sister. She take advice from me, so I always speak to her, and I say, you know what? They just finished their high school season. Now here come AAU right away, immediately. Got them on the court press. I said, you know what? Let her have 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks, to just be a person, a regular person. Let her go to the mall. Let her talk to her friends. She. I don't want her or any player that I'm affiliated with to get burned out where it's not any fun anymore.
Yeah.
They need time to be away from the game for a while so they can be hungry for it again. Otherwise, they're going to be burnt out, and then during the season, they may have nagging injuries.
So speaking of that, so when the game today, when you look at it from an AAU perspective, and you saying that some of the guys, people in that circuit,
right?
How do you know who's tough now? Because you got so many kids. You're seeing, like Maceo always talking about, they playing 4 or 5 games a day,
right?
And they run.
I'm gonna take 3 off.
Yeah. So how?
And I'm gonna say, oh, he the dude. So I'm gonna play today. I'm gonna play this game.
Yeah.
Right. Well, first thing I go by is, do they play hard all the time, no matter what the competition is? So I know if they're playing against some lesser competition and they're still going hard, and then they playing against good competition and they're still going hard, I know he got some sort of toughness. Because toughness is not always just, the rah-rah stuff. Toughness is being able to stay at the top of your game and being able to play hard the whole time and take instruction.
A lot of people ain't tough.
Yeah, I'm going to jump the gun on this one real quick because just that scoring mentality. You had it.
Right.
In your recruiting, how will you know a kid got that, like, I want to take that shot?
Man, I'm going to just be honest with you. I haven't seen a lot of that. The kids, today I don't want to put nobody down, but they're not as tough. I'll tell you a guy who I say is tough. Of course, we won't be able to get him at Point, but that guard over at Pebblebrook.
Yeah,
he's an old school guy.
Yeah,
he's tough. He'll kick your butt. Yeah, he's tough, and he's done real well this summer too, and his recruiting has gone way up. He's high major. He's probably gonna be a top 30 player now.
Oh,
Colin Sexton.
Yeah, that's his name. I knew that. Colin, I couldn't think of his last name. Yeah.
Right.
Hey man, we about to take a quick break. When we come back, man, we got more, man. Y'all don't understand this guy here.
We're gonna talk about him lighting it up. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
You're listening to Twin Sports TV, and shout out to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Get your game up. Woo!
It takes 12 years to create a graduate. It takes about the same time to create a dropout. And at the end of the day, the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be you. So United Way is asking you to make a pledge. Tutor a child who needs help. Mentor a kid who needs someone on their side. Volunteer to read to children. Because when a child advances, we all advance. Be a reader, tutor or mentor. Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Take the pledge now at liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level. Yo, it's your boy Michael McFadden. If you hear my voice right now, that means you're tuned in to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Shout out to them Cowboys. Not for real. Maceo Glaze, what up?
We're back doing the Crushing interview brought to you by Oracy Software with our man Marquis KeKe for 3. Hey, so wait a minute. Y'all got a national championship with Coastal Carolina, man.
Yeah, the baseball team, man. Hey, man, that was a big deal, man. Man, my phone, I said, man, I was like, man, my phone gonna blow up. Everybody was calling, talking about that, man. We got some stuff planned for homecoming for that.
Oh, boy, national champions,
man.
That's
a big deal, man. Big deal.
Balling.
Man.
But that coach has always done well. The year of my last year there, that was his first year. He actually tried to get me to play baseball, but we had some animosity with the baseball team, so that wasn't a good move for me.
Yeah, man.
Well, a lot of people don't know that real good athlete. You can throw the football about 70-80 yards. People don't know that.
Oh, yeah, Coach Dollar made us stop.
Oh, yeah, definitely. For sure.
Well, you had to stick to that basketball. Let's talk about your career a little bit, man. So, when people walk around, you still, about 20-something years later, still going around with that KeKe for 3, man. How does that make you feel? Because you put your mark on this city.
Right. It's a good feeling to be recognized by people, that saw me play when I was coming up. Basketball was a big part of my life, and I think that I did so well because we were always in the gym. Coach Dollar always kept us in the gym. I still remember the first time I went to a college game. It was at the Omni when they used to have the NCAA here. Ohio State was playing Georgetown, and I was just in awe of watching the guys on the court, and Coach Dollar pulled me to the side. He said, hey, man, you want to be a college player, don't you? And I remember thinking, oh, I can do that? I had never really thought about it before, and it inspired me. Just that small little one sentence he said to me and taking us to the game, and it inspired me to want to really play ball, man.
And, the 6 o'clock practices with Dollar, Dollar was a maniac. Yeah. But Dollar was a guy who he loved the game, and if you played for Dollar, you were going to love it too. Just talk about the effect he truly had on your life.
Coach Dollar had a tremendous effect on my life. He, as a matter of fact, after my, and I can share this with the world now, my 9th grade year, my 9th grade year, we were living in the projects in College Park. Everybody who know me know I'm from the projects in College Park, and I'm proud of it.
No doubt.
So, we got put out of our home. and it was very embarrassing for me because people knew me and people around the community knew who I was. And so, my sisters and brothers, we all split up. And, some went to stay with my grandma, and and the others went to stay with their dads. And myself, I went to stay with Coach Dollar. And so, he had an influence on me, not just as a coach, but as a father. He always made me believe in myself and, make sure we get our work, and we had study hall. He stayed on us, man. And just me as a kid, it felt good to have somebody caring about me, you know what I'm saying, believing in me, and he put me with some other good people. My homeroom teacher used to come pick me up. She bought me clothes. Them people took care of me, man. I love them, forever.
Yeah. So speaking of which, is it harder these days to make these type of connections with these kids with the programs we got going now, with the AAU jumping on them so early now?
Yeah, kind of. I think that AAU, don't get me wrong, it's a good thing.
Right.
But the way it has become, man, it's kind of like a meat market. And I think that, not all coaches, because there are some pretty good AAU coaches out there that do a really good job with the kids, but then you got a good majority that are just in it for themselves, trying to sell the kids to certain college programs, having kids come over here from other places, and then if they don't pan out, then they ignore them and treat them like crap and things of that nature. And I just don't like it, man. And they don't really seem like they're in it for the kid. They're in it for themselves.
Wow.
Now your time at Georgia Tech, again, like I say, we've had a lot of different conversations, but like one of the things that it seemed like Brian Gregory couldn't get like the guy at Tech. And Tech had a long-standing relationship where we always want to get a New York guard, at least a guard from up north. What do you think kind of happened with just that connection? How did Tech lose that connection?
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to say Brian Gregory is one of the best guys ever. He's a great guy. He really tried to help everybody. Right now I'm thinking, been putting together some thoughts to send him an email or whatnot. But he's a really good coach, man. The deal with us was we had, my friend Chad. Chad was getting us players. A lot of people criticized him and said that, we didn't get this certain level player. But, if you look on other staffs in the ACC, like you take Virginia, for example, they don't get those top 20 guys like North Carolina and Duke. What they do,
they get a bunch of guys.
Right, top 75, top 50 guys.
Who can play.
Right, but then they stay 4 years. You see what I'm saying? So Dollar got those type of guys at Tech. However, you have 3 assistant coaches, and the other 2 coaches, sometimes they have a designated coach that's mostly help the head coach with coaching. Then that other guy is supposed to bring players in. But not to put anybody down, at the time it just seemed like Chad was the only one really getting those players in. If we had another two guys to get the same amount of players, Chad brought in Marcus Hunt and Robert Carter,
but we need some more guys to go with them.
Right, and then we wouldn't need, and in BG's defense, he would always say, we don't have to have those guys. Yeah, that's true. We need those guys, but it cannot be true if everybody do their part. So if you got each coach bring in 3 or 4 top 50, top 60 guys, and they stay and develop in their junior years, and you got yourself a Virginia team. And that's how Virginia wins.
So let me ask you this. So is Tech a hard sell?
It can be because of the academics. Because a lot of kids, like we may say, Maceo, he's a big-time player, blase, blase. But Maceo's not a Tech kid. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because my GPA and my test score, no doubt.
So it's a little bit harder, and at Duke, it's a hard sell too. But then, those guys are one and done. So, they just go to school the first semester.
Right. I just got to show up in class. I ain't going to be around here. I'm not going to be around here.
So it's a little different.
Because that kind of happened with Ben Simmons, and it's kind of funny. The breakout game, even though it's summer league or whatever,
right?
You can see where his skill set really is more pro. Like he didn't really have his game was really too advanced for college.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I agree with that. That's a bad boy. They got him running a point guard.
They got him running a point at 6'10".
He's good.
Which let me ask you this though. You asked about that word. Is he tough?
I'm not sure about that yet.
Okay.
Nah, I won't say
his
that
skills
he's
are
not.
phenomenal. I've been mesmerized looking at him in the summer league at 6'10".
Right. He a big timer, man.
Yeah. and again, remember when I kept saying when people like, well, I had to win the award, and I said, dude, he just here because they said he got to come to school for a year.
He got to do a year.
Dude, this kid could have easily walked in the NBA. from high school.
Oh yeah,
He's
definitely.
got skills.
Definitely.
He got
skills, man.
Ask you this real quick. Should it be if we're gonna make the kids go to school, should they at least stay 2 years, or we should just let them go from high school?
Should let them go from high school, if that's what they want to do.
Now, if they decide to commit, what do you think?
Commit to college?
Yeah. Should you do 2 years, or should it be a minimum, or if you go either commit or not? What do you think?
1 year is fine.
It's still the same thing.
Yes.
It depend on them, right?
Depend on the individual. Some individuals may need to.
Okay. Hey man, when we come back, we still got KeKe in here. Stay with us. It's the Chris.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to save.
This is Akeem Dent, linebacker of the Houston Texans. You are listening to The Crush on the Sensation Station Network.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can. You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
It's the Sensational Celebrity Happy Hour. This Friday, 6:30 p.m. at Red Martini Lounge.
Red Martini Lounge, this is how it goes down.
All my hard-working people in the ATL. You are the celebrity. Celebrity VIP treatment. Celebrity atmosphere. But not
the celebrity price.
Half off specialty martinis. Half off specialty sushi. In the heart of Buckhead for everyone. DJ Ty Javon whipping the mix.
Ty Javon whipping the mix.
With the blonde bombshell.
It's the blonde bombshell, Blondie Lockhart.
It all goes down like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's the only after-work party you want to go to. The Sensational Celebrity Happy Hour, 3179 Peachtree Road, 6:30 p.m. at Red Martini Lounge.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Maceo Hurd.
This your boy E. Glaze. You listen to the dopest sports show on radio. It's The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Yeah. Hey, we back, man. We're doing this Crush interview brought to you by Oracy Software. Right now, man, we about to throw some questions at KeKe, man, because we ain't got but so much time with him. So you ready, KeKe?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's the most points you ever scored in the game, man?
62.
When?
I still got the record at Brady Gym in College Park, 62 points as a 12-year-old.
Favorite high school game?
Douglas versus Griffin.
Ooh, that sounds like the game you were talking about. The one Hancock got loose?
Yes, sir.
But you gave him about 40?
Gave him 38.
There it is. I remember it well. Cause what was funny thing about that game? So he got your shot early in the game.
Did he?
Did he?
Yeah, he could have. I don't remember.
If somebody's shot he got, but you ended up going ham in the second half after he got the breakaway dunk.
Oh yeah, he killed that.
Nobody chased him because everybody wanted to see him dunk. Man.
Yeah, Hancock was a super athlete. Yeah, super.
Who was the toughest guy for you to guard?
Ooh, whoever was short, stocky, and fast. I hated to guard them.
They were just something about
man. I hated them little bitty guards, man. They were hard to deal with, man.
Your first time in Oklahoma, when you got on campus, what were your thoughts when you got there?
Man, I can't believe I'm here. Yeah, I always wanted to go to Oklahoma.
What were your thoughts
that was my
when you
dream
left?
school. When I left, my thoughts were when I got to Coastal, no disrespect to Coastal Carolina, I had a great career there, loved the school, became who I am at Coastal, but my first thoughts were, man, why I leave?
Where's all the gear?
Man, what a gear.
Where's the gear?
What a money at. What
the gym where all these people at, man? Who taking care of everybody, man? You on your own over there, boy.
Oh, boy, what you got, Mace? Yeah, you threw us off with that.
Coach Dollar in that gear.
Coach Dollar, oh yeah, Coach Dollar
kept y'all fresh.
Oh my God, we had the best gear in the state, man.
Easily.
Then Dr. Hill used to ride us hard about our gear, man, going all through there, looking at our stuff, asking where did we get it from.
Yeah, dead fresh. They had flight suits. They had, man, I still got a pair of them champion shorts. I still got mine. I was not turning them in.
Describe your overseas playing experience.
Oh, man, that was one of the greatest experiences in my life. I fortunately was able to see the world a little bit. One of the things I always tell people when they ask me about overseas, you know, I study Malcolm X a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the part where he was saying that when he went to Mecca and then he came back and how everything was just kind of different when he seen people show love over there. That's kind of how I felt when I went overseas.
Wow.
NBA money today.
Man, I'm glad for them boys, man.
They getting paid.
I'm glad. Hey, man, a lot of guys, people are saying this player, that player getting overpaid, but what people don't understand is that's how much money is in the pot. That's how much money is being generated.
Thank you.
So you can't just look at the individual and say, oh, such and such shouldn't be getting this kind of money. Oh, yes, he should, because that's how much money is in the pot.
And when we come back, man, we'll finish up with KeKe for 3. Stay with us.
Yep.
It takes 12 years to create a graduate. It takes about the same time to create a dropout. And at the end of the day, the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be you. So United Way is asking you to make a pledge. Tutor a child who needs help. Mentor a kid who needs someone on their side. Volunteer to read to children. Because when a child advances, we all advance. Be a reader, tutor or mentor. Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Take the pledge now at liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. All three of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first. I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Hey, man, we're still here doing the Crushing interview brought to you by Overseas Software with Marquis, KeKe, Hicks. Hey, so question. What are y'all looking forward to for this first year of Point, man?
We are looking forward to a pretty good season. We got some good players that we signed. We're gonna run that thing up and down. We're gonna put a lot of pressure on the ball. We're gonna shoot a lot of threes. We're not looking for any postmen who want to get on the block and throw jump hooks. We're looking for guys that can dribble, pass, and shoot.
So it's wow. So y'all wide open tempo. Y'all running.
Fast tempo. I mean, speedy tempo. We even play our pickup games with tempo.
Oh,
we designed the pickup games.
No Larissa 40 minutes of hell.
Definitely.
Oh, I love that. And to me, that seems like that's a way to attract kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to play, man. They don't want to come down the court and pass it 50 times.
Run,
the same shot.
Running one fold. Let's go. Overload.
Yeah.
Overload.
All that, man.
We ain't got time for that.
That's why they changed some of the rules in college, man, to make these games more exciting. You know, because these coaches, you know, they're putting in too much stuff, man. The game's not really that complicated.
Yeah, it's not too complicated. What type of defense y'all gonna run with?
Pressure defense, a lot of trapping and pressing. Even when we run zone, it's kind of, you know, switch up the defense. We're going to do a lot of trapping out. It's just high octane.
So what this calls for is a very in-shape kid.
There you go.
So let me ask this, though.
Count them trash cans out.
When you run this type of defense, type of tempo, do you have to be deep on the bench, 10 deep?
Yeah, you need to be deep. I don't really believe in playing the 10 or 12 guys, but, you know, when you're playing this style, you're going to have to play at least about 9 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I mean, it just depends on some guys. These guys are young, and I just believe that, you know, if you're in shape, you can play the whole game. We used to play the whole game.
Yeah. Which I know it's kind of, you know, a different day because, I mean, you know, you guys ran cross country and track just to get you guys ready. What is it that you guys can do to get these kids ready? I know you say you're playing the up and down game, the pickup game, but what else can these kids do to make sure they're in that kind of shape to play you guys' offense and defense?
First of all, we want to work with them on their nutrition, make sure they're eating right, and make sure they're getting their proper rest that night. Those things are important. A lot of people take that for granted, but those things are really important. Drink a lot of water, and we're going to try to do most of our conditioning inside the gym on the court, like lots of sprints. And like I said, you know, with our pickup games, we got that at a fast pace. If you don't cross half court, it don't count. And when you get the ball, you can't hold it more than 3 seconds. We don't want no Carmelos out there. So, you know, when you get the ball, you either got to shoot, pass, or dribble.
Shoot, pass, or dribble.
Now you brought up a name. We all go back and forth. Me, you, Bobby Olive. We have these.
Oh, man, Bobby be killing me.
Yeah, I know he do. Carmelo. What is it about Melo?
Carmelo's a great individual player, and I like him. He's tough. He can shoot, he can dribble, he can pass. I mean, he's a big-time player, but sometimes the ball stick with him, and that kills your offense.
ISO Melo. That's what I call it.
There you go, man. All that stuff, man. Because you're going against a set defense all the time. You're just standing there, jab step, everybody's ready.
We got a caller. Hey, caller, what your question on, caller?
Hey, what's up, fellas? It's Michael McFadden from Michael and Joy in the morning.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, first of all, I got to say, great show tonight.
Thanks,
hey, KeKe, I love the shirt, by the way.
He was clowning me about my shirt, man.
Hey.
You wrong, Mike.
Can I please tell my story real quick, man? I was a senior at Doug High. First day of class, I walked into a chemistry class with Dr. Gaugier.
Okay.
I told my counselor, I was like, hey, I can't do this class. I don't need this much pressure my senior year. So I went to my counselor and transferred to environmental science. Dude, when I walked into class, it was KeKe, Chris Harvest, all the Doug High basketball players. I said, I'm about to ace this class.
Hey, if Chris Harvest was in that class, wasn't nothing going on in that class.
Hey, KeKe, congratulations, my brother, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Great work, man. Much love for you, man. Shout out to them Astros, man. We're so proud of you.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate it, Mike.
Hey, man, before we go, man, any shout-outs you want to give KeKe, man?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to all my Douglas Astros still supporting me, and I support you guys.
But is this leather for real, though?
No, it's not leather. They clowning me about my shirt up in here,
hey, man. One thing about Doug High, man, we always fly. Take that to the bank. We fly all the time.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
former NFL head coach Tony Duncan.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Duncan, and I am second.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Maceo Hurd.
It's your boy E. Glaze. You listen to the dopest sports show on radio. It's The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Damn, Gina.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to today's lottery drawing. Good luck. And here's today's winning numbers. First one up, it's not yours. Second one, not yours. And another number that's not yours. Okay, this is one number that's yours. It's a 5, but you don't get any money for that. And the final number is not yours.
Yep, so chances are you're not going to hit the lottery anytime soon. Don't get us wrong, the lottery can be fun every now and then. Just please don't rely on it for your future savings. How about this? Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte every day. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering in. Ride your bike instead of buying all that gas. These changes alone can save you thousands a year. Thousands. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feed that piggy bank. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Cecilia Tolbert, mother of fullback Mike Tolbert, and you're listening to the Crush Radio on Sensation Station Network.
We're going to the Crush Rundown, brought to you by Parish Capital. At Parish Capital, we can help you achieve your financial goals by providing high-quality advisory services and making smart investment decisions. Go to parishcapital.com. That's P-A-R-R-I-S-H, capital with an A.com for more information. We're going to the Crush Rundown. We're going to bring you those stories that don't quite make the show, but we're going to put them all here. What you got, Maceo?
Hey, man, Jordan Spieth is skipping the Summer Olympics in Rio because he has concerns about the Zika virus. Matt Kuchar is his replacement. I don't blame the dude.
They got golf?
Yeah, they got golf in the Olympics, man. Where you been?
In the Olympics?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. For real?
Yeah, man.
That Zika virus got seen and got a lot of people.
Got everybody
spooked,
scared. Everybody scared.
Something come out today, man. Real quick. Tim Duncan, as we all know, has retired. 19 years in the league. He just said, Maceo, you said him like that last series. He just didn't look like he was ready to do that thing, man.
He got old right in front of our eyes, man. It was tough seeing that dude go through that, man. But you know,
shout out to Tim though. He had 26,496 points, 15,091 rebounds, 3,020 blocks, and played over 1,392 games. He is ranked in the top 15 in each one of those categories. Timmy D, what would you rank him in the top 10 all time, Mace?
Yeah, probably, man. 2 MVPs, 15 All-Star teams, all NBA 15 times, 5 world titles, and he earned $236 million in contracts, dog. That's the number that you need to be talking about right now.
He didn't do many commercials. He did one Sprite every now and then.
Timmy D didn't have to do that, man. He wasn't that kind of guy.
Just didn't like he had that life in him.
He wasn't that kind of guy.
19 years. Didn't miss the playoffs.
Never missed the playoffs.
50 wins in most of every year.
Only season he didn't do it was in 98, 99 when they had the lockout. That's the only time he didn't do it.
Wow. And 2 regimes. I call them 2 regimes. He had the David Robinson regime,
which was short.
Yep. And then he had the Big 3 regime.
Yeah.
With Manu. Manu should have took this note 2 and maybe step down.
All of them. Because TP only got about a couple more years. TP old. He old.
He's
in
young,
basketball
but
years. He old in basketball years.
Since he was 19, so he's been put some age on. But great career, man. A lot of them leaving him. Kobe, boy. Kevin Garnett hanging on, but Kevin, we gonna give you a little advice, bro.
No NBA without Kobe and Timmy D. I might not watch no games next year. I was already sad when AI left.
Yeah.
Now to see the Mamba League and Timmy D, I don't know if I can stomach that.
Big fundamentals, man.
I don't understand.
Great career, sir. Great career. What you got, dog?
Hey, man, the UFC was sold for $4 billion, man.
Not million.
Billion. Man, what am I missing here?
Dog, it's amazing how that sport has made them much money. They have their pay-per-views always making money, man. You go to a certain spot out there where I'm at, and every UFC fight,
it's definitely a sport for your side of town.
You can't even get in there.
We don't do that on the south side. Like,
don't be surprised, man. A lot of people I see.
Nobody on the south side throw UFC events.
You thought nobody saw Jerry curls either out there though.
I didn't say that about Jerry curl. I just said I didn't have a Jerry curl.
But a lot of people
had Jerry curls.
Yeah. So $4 billion. The only team that can be matched to that's worth that much right now is Dallas Cowboys, is what they're saying.
America's team, baby.
And the New York Yankees.
Hey, man, America's team, baby. One thing about it, man, we worth billions, baby.
Cam Newton has been voted the #1 player by his teammates in the top 100 this year.
You would figure that if somebody was going to get that distinction, it would be somebody from Red Oak.
Last year, he was number 73. This year, he's #1.
This is what's funny about Killer. Killer really can hold his position the next 2-3 years. Because he still hadn't really scratched the surface of how good he can be.
Man.
Be afraid, NFL. Be very afraid.
They showed a picture of my boy, Core 360. J Mac showed a picture of his scoring his first rushing touchdown.
And Deku.
He tagged him. He didn't really tackle him. He just let
man.
Go
Terrible,
ahead, Cam.
man.
We just tag you in the back and
Terrible,
let you walk
man.
in. What you got, dog?
Hey, man, Von Miller and the Denver Broncos, they are miles apart in contract negotiations.
It's getting bad, but
they've offered $61 million, but that's less than what the Fletcher Cox got in Philadelphia. I mean, I may be wrong. Von Miller single-handedly dominated the Super Bowl. I may be wrong.
They had to watch. They couldn't do nothing with him.
I just may be wrong.
They couldn't do nothing with him. And I don't know why they didn't scrape, because when they tried to double him, they let your boy on the other side get free. He was that dominant, and he should get paid. There's no question about it. Pay the man.
And the crazy part about it, with them trying to use the exclusive franchise tag on him, if he elects to sit out, they can't franchise him next year. And he will be due $35 million next year.
Wow.
It's a hell of a gamble.
Yeah.
But I don't understand John Elway. Like, why won't you bring? I mean, what's the problem?
Elway one of them guys trying to. Honestly, he's a quarterback.
But Elway was the guy who basically forced the NFL's hand.
Yeah.
He refused to go to Indianapolis.
But he's a quarterback. He think that's quarterback money. He don't want to pay one guy that plays defense end that much money. That's his problem.
Does he understand his quarterback situation?
He don't have one.
Mark Sanchez is his quarterback. Defense don't win them games.
The Sanchez. He needs to build that defense, and it'd be good to have your leader happy.
Why not pay this guy?
I don't know, man.
The only reason you got that Super Bowl title, this guy played a vital role. I don't get it.
I don't like when they be playing cat and mouse, and we all try to talk about, well, they don't want to play it. Just pay the guy. He's worth it.
Oh, he's worth it.
Trust me, Peyton wasn't the reason why y'all won that Super Bowl.
No.
Robert Neck wasn't doing nothing that day.
Bruh, Mark Sanchez, with Mark Sanchez under center and no Von Miller coming off the edge, the Broncos will be 6-10.
I guarantee you, that first preseason game, when they looking, they gonna be like, okay, pay him.
When everybody just plow that defense, yeah, man. Yeah. It'd be kind of thing how Jerry tried to had a whole lot on Emmett, and we played them 2 games and went 0-2, and Troy went in there and said, hey, man, look, he better be here.
He got paid quick then.
Boy, he got paid quick. Yes. Pay the man.
Real quick, man. I seen dominance this weekend from another sport. Remember this name? You put it on that, Simone Biles.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
When I talk about 4 straight U.S. national, she is that girl. She's going to be representing the team, the USA, in gymnastics. You got Gabby going. She's going back.
Yeah.
That was kind of questionable because Gabby was she was falling off a few things yesterday.
Yeah.
But very diverse team this year.
Very, very diverse.
We got a phone call, man.
Hey, caller, what's your question on, caller? Caller.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. This Tony.
Oh, now you're calling Tony? What's up, Tony, man?
I'm good.
Tony must have been getting his Tiger Woods on.
Tiger Woods.
There he is. Tony Rutland, former Wake Forest standout guard, silky smooth. I also played with Tim Duncan.
Hey, man, thanks for calling in, bro. I was about to cut you off, put you on our list, man, but you called in.
Yeah,
bro.
man. I'm sorry, man.
Hey, man, just real quick, Tony. First of all, congratulations on your job that you got, man. High school coach, man. Yo, I told you that's that good luck we be giving to make sure.
Hey, man, yeah, man. If you're going to hire somebody, you better hire a silky smooth guard who dominated the ACC. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Hey, so before let's do this, Tony. Give us one quick second. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back,
identification break.
We're gonna ask some questions about Timmy D, man. All right, so stay with us, bro.
All right.
A dream of the future brought to reality by
Sensation Station Network.
And we're back, man. We're doing the Crush Rundown brought to you by Parish Capital. On the phone with us right now is Tony Rutland, a Wake Forest guard and teammate of Timmy D. So, Tony, man, the reason why we called you is
he's riding with the top back.
Hey, pull that top up, man. You still going? You still there with us, man? Tony?
Hello.
All right, man. Hey, so talk about Tim D, man. What do you remember about Tim playing with Tim Duncan, man? How was it?
Man, he was just a different guy. You know what I mean? He wasn't about, limelight. He was when I first came to Wake Forest on a visit, all I remember is seeing this big 6'10" guy who was about 190 pounds in the lobby eating a big gallon of ice cream watching baseball World Series.
Wow.
And, he was that type of guy. He was very humble. He's very, he took everything in, coachable-wise. He never thought he was bigger than anybody else. And, once we became teammates my freshman year, it was just like he took me under his wings on a different level. Randolph took me under his wings to kind of, help me lead Wake Forest as a guard. And, Tim Duncan kind of took me under his wings and tried to help me lead the team as a captain. And
did we lose him?
I'm back for his senior year unless I came back from my ACL injury. So, that was one of the things that got me going. And the respect he had for me as a point guard is, he felt like he wasn't going to come back unless I came back from the injury. And so I was able to push myself, and he was able to stay for his senior year.
Wow. Now, it had to be real easy getting a guy like Timmy D the ball.
It was very easy. And, the thing about me, I pride myself on being a student of the game. And so, I just came back from the Peace Jam this weekend, and I looked at a lot of players and talent, and you don't see that too often. You see a lot of guys going out there and just playing on straight talent, and, the NBA is, drafting people on straight talent. But, I pride myself on knowing the game, and for me, I was one of those players that I knew if I gave Timmy the ball, they were going to double team, and that was going to give me shots. So, I fed off of him just as much as he fed off of me. I knew when to give him the ball. I knew what plays to call because I knew the double team. I would always see where the double, and I knew I would get an open shot, and it always worked out.
So let me ask you this. Did you see this type of greatness from Tim when you played with him 19 years, 5 NBA? All type of MVP. I'm sorry. When you played with Tim, did you see this greatness? Did you see this longevity, these 5 these MVPs, these championships? Did you see this playing with him?
I did. I did see it at first. I didn't see it at first, but I saw his work ethic and I saw the improvement he did on as far as his offensive skills. We already knew that he was there defensively.
but he worked on the hook shot. He worked on his backboard shot. And, in the summertime, like I said, we worked hard. And a lot of people don't understand that. He was 14th in the nation in swimming before he, when the hurricanes came and all that stuff and wiped out all the pools. But he was in the top, he was a top swimmer for his age. And so for him, like I said, he wanted me to come back, and he worked with me in the pools, and we did extensive workouts in the water and on the court. And then after his senior year, I was trying to tell him, and we were playing pickup games. I was like, I'm going to give you the ball. I want you to work on your post moves and all that stuff. And every time I gave him the ball, he would just shoot backboard shots. And I'm like, man, what you doing, man? I said, work on your game so you get to this league. He said, I am. And I didn't realize it then that, that's what he was working on, and he crafted it, and he patented it, and that was one of his all-time great moves.
Wow. Hey, man. Tony, thank you. We got to have you back in studio, man.
Yeah, man. I definitely got to come in before I leave, man. I had a great time, and I love to tell stories. And
man. Because I got Allen Iverson. I got Allen Iverson stories. I got to get those stories first, Tony.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm actually he's doing a Hall of Fame thing in Virginia on the 31st at Top Golf in Virginia. So I'm gonna be down there, and we're gonna always talk. Like I mean, to this day, like people come up to me and always talk about how. Everybody asks who has the best jump shot that you ever seen, and he always say me. So, it's an honor for him as a Hall of Famer. To say that I had one of the top jump shots that he's ever seen. So, it's great.
Well, thank you, Tony. We'll be holler at you, brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
We'll come back.
All right.
Talk to you,
no
brother.
doubt.
We'll be right back.
Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late-model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. All three of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
This is Judge Hatchett, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Duncan.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Duncan, and I am second.
This is Coach Greg Thompson. Tune in to The Crush on the SSNATL.com.
Really, Glaze? Really, Crush fans? This is the section of the show where we question the intelligence of our sports brethren.
Oh, man, we're going to that really. And there's a lot of them where we're questioning the intelligence of our people out there in the sports world. Maceo, you want to start this all, dog?
Really, Houston Rockets. Y'all really gave James Harden 4 years and $118 million extension, man. Clearly, y'all just want to play run and shoot basketball. Up and down the floor, shirt skins, dog. $118 million for James Harden. who don't play no defense.
And remember, this the NBA.
Right.
This ain't NFL.
Right. His money gonna be there.
So I'm talking about this year he get 27, next year is 32.
Ain't no way in
35.
the HE hockey sticks. I'm giving James Harden that kind of money.
It's only gonna grow, people. So
man, you talking about he played Olay defense last year with his money in the bank now?
He ain't touching no.
Dude, 4 on 5. 4 on 5. Nobody. What you got, Clay?
Maceo, I thought she was quiet. Miko Grind back, boy.
Miko Grind is back on Twitter. I love it. I love it.
And I mean, she went all the way in.
Who she was going in on today?
She went in on the Miami Dolphins. She say, here's the post that got everybody riled. Got to respect Ross for keeping his Jew buddies employed.
Wow.
But did not see how Tampa Bay put the Jets in the wrong with that Sanchez deal. So she kind of just went off a little bit. And everybody went in talking about anti-Semitic and all that stuff. And I'm sitting there like,
somebody need to take her phone. Like, Brent Grind, when you get home, cancel your wife's phone. Cancel her plan. Let everybody in the Tampa area know. Do not let her get a phone. She don't need no laptop, no tablet, no nothing. She shouldn't have no electronic device.
So now the first thing Brent got answered is that stuff right there.
Yeah.
Not playing.
Yeah. If she gonna have a computer, it need to be a Commodore 64 with a tape drive.
With no access.
She don't need no internet access. Or if she gonna have something, it need to be dial up.
She said something though. Everybody was like, "How does Brent stay with her?" Because she say Brent know what's good, not threatening. Good.
Like I said, I've been privileged enough to be in a couple of bars with Miko Grind. She about that life.
She about that life.
I think Brent scared of her.
She threatened everybody on Twitter and everybody shut up.
Yeah.
They got scared of her.
Yeah, man.
But Miko Grimes is back, dog.
Yeah, man.
That's why she told Steph's wife, you ain't about this life. Chill.
Yeah.
Let me handle this, Aisha. You can't do this. What you got, man?
Hey, man, Draymond Green. Really Draymond. You back on campus. First no. You slapping Michigan State football players?
Slapping Michigan State football players.
And you got arrested. Like, why are you on campus, Draymond? Why?
We talked about this, man.
You're a world champion. You're the guy. Why are you on campus?
We used to be on campus and we see those guys that about 25, 26 still hanging around.
Man, when you don't graduate, you got like a 2-year window.
That's it.
You got a 2-year window after you graduate that you can come hang back on campus. Now, you're a world champion. You rich. What are you doing on campus?
Don't be on campus. You can come to the games.
You can come to the games. You can write a check.
But you can't hang on the wall.
Why are you getting into it with college guys? And I'm telling you what happened. They probably like, man, why you on campus, man? Take your, you know what I'm saying? And then he felt some kind of way. Dude, come on, Draymond. The Bentley probably still on campus.
Let me ask you this, man. Is his head getting too big?
Man, I don't know, man.
Because it used to be cool that he was tough, and now it's just like he angry. Is he trying to be Barkley?
Hey, man, I don't know, man, but I really...
You slapping college kids now, though.
Draymond Green. Now, if this boy folk file a lawsuit on you...
Yes.
Because that's next.
It's coming.
A lawsuit, out of court, you know what I'm saying? You're going to buy my fresh wardrobe for the next 2 years. Yeah.
If I was on student loans, I ain't no more.
I'm going to get you for about at least $300,000.
I ain't on loan no more.
Yeah.
You taking care of all
and some of your Nike money.
Yeah, I'm getting
really Draymond Green.
So I don't know who to really should go to this. Should it go to Lionel Messi, or that the fact that he's getting 21 months and not getting any jail time for any of this? But Lionel Messi and his father given 21 months in prison sentence for tax evasion on his image rights. But in Spain, if you're sentenced under 2 years and you haven't had a prior conviction, you don't have to spend time. It's all suspended sentence.
Man, OJ should have been over there. Yeah, OJ was over there. OJ wouldn't be in. He could have did what he did.
So Lionel, he went through the whole court procedure.
Yeah,
he did everything, but he was out there playing that Saturday.
Yeah.
So
you gotta love it, man.
I guess it's really.
Yeah, man, you gotta love it, man.
If you get tax evasion, you still, what do you get hit for? Nothing.
Hey,
I guess he paid a fine. I gotta check on that. Did he get a fine or not?
Make you feel some kind of way, man.
Go ahead. What you got, bro?
Hey, man, Gus Malzahn, man. You had 4 players arrested for marijuana possession. Now we find out they're not gonna miss any games. 3 of them are 4-star kids, and the other one is a 5-star kid. And you play Clemson to open up with Mr. Deshaun Watson.
They ain't missing that. They ain't missing that.
Really, Gus Malzahn. This the lesson you're gonna teach your kids.
They ain't missing
Smoke weed, and unless we not playing Clemson, You gonna play?
No, you missing no one.
Yeah. Really goes my zone. You had the opportunity to really send a message to these kids. Yeah, you missed the boat on that.
If it was Smalls College State, they'd have missed it.
Oh yeah, if they were playing if they were playing Backyard University, Bankhead Tech,
Clemson. Oh, we ain't missing.
Oh, Deshaun Watson, Mr. Watson coming to town. No, bruh, you playing?
My last one go out to John Bone Jones. You gonna let all that money go, bruh, for some taking some little steroids?
Erica chiming in with late release.
Yeah, she killed. I see she popping them up. But for real, John Bone Jones, you missed all that money this weekend. You see they sold for $4 billion. Your purse was about to be $2 million.
Hey man, that's why I don't like that. I don't, y'all can have this stuff, man. I don't rock with it, man. Y'all can have it.
He gonna like it. Cause we're gonna even go to it over here.
Nah, I'm good.
Hey, when we come back, man.
Douglas County football.
They're here. Yep. Stay with us, sister.
I hate religion. Pretty shocking to hear coming from a pastor, huh? I'm Jasper. This is my wife, Alicia Williams. We would absolutely love to have you come and take a visit.
At the church, we're strictly about relationships. It's about deepening your walk with God. 4845 South Old Peachtree Road, Norcross, Georgia.
Or you can hit us online at www.thechurchinfo.org. Remember, at the church, it's about relationship, not religion.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician. This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really? He had no idea just how many. I can't believe it. This one looks good. Peter's thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner? See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Teddy Parrish, and you're listening to The Crush on ssnatl.com.
Going to our Crush Rundown again, brought to you by, not the Rundown, sorry, Crush Interview. I'm a little rusty, y'all. Brought to you by
this guy here, man, Lord have mercy.
The Orsi team is committed to providing full life cycle support for developing, testing, delivering market-driven products. Orsi's motto is, when a customer engages one of us, they engages all of us. Go to Orsi.com, O-R-A-I-S-I, golly. Well, I missed the whole week. You missed everything. Go to Orsi.com for more information. Macy, who we got in the building, sir?
First of all, we got to put you in remedial.
Last week, you didn't read it all. I saw you. You thought you were slick. Right. He didn't read it all. So he trying to be slick.
As a quarterback, you delegate responsibilities. That's what the point guard do.
You know you blind. You couldn't see. Whatever. We got in the building,
You need to wear sunglasses like DLC. Coming to the microphone, man.
I like that.
I know it. Yeah. Man, these gentlemen right here are on their way to Charlotte, North Carolina to compete in the Cam Newton 7-on-7 National Tournament because they won their pool here in Atlanta. Douglas County High School, the Tigers.
The Tigers.
We gotta say the Tiger Pride, as they say.
With the athletic director, Albert Lee.
With the athletic director all on our back.
Yeah.
Tanner Terrell, and offensive coordinator Travis Smith in the building. What's going on, gentlemen?
Nothing, man. Enjoying life.
So let me ask this, man. Congratulations on the new job. What are y'all expectations coming in? Is it just what type of program y'all trying to build down there in Douglas County, man?
We trying to.
You the head coach.
We trying to be competitive. Not just competitive, but we got aspects of being a playoff team every year.
Okay.
Our motto all year has been accept the grind. So that's all we want our kids to do is, one of my coaches always said, everybody want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die. So we got to put that work in every day.
There you go. Right. I like that, Coach. I got to write that down right now.
Is that a tweetable?
Yeah, that's a tweetable moment right there. That's how to write it now. Yeah, that's a tweetable moment right now. We got to get that in. So, Coach, outside the gear looking real good, so that means you got to start that. Look good, you play good.
Hey, shout out to our AD, Mr. Lindsay.
Yeah, we got to make sure you get
that. Please.
Take care of us.
He over there.
Yeah, he took care of us now. He take real good care of us.
He seemed to be a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Okay, because talk about having an athletic director who supports the program the way that he does.
Let me give you an example of something. This is year 20 for me. 21 actually. And I've been around some programs where we've done real good in 7-on-7, even won some region championships. And I know for a fact we won 3 at Creekside and 2 at Langston, and we got back and we celebrated. Everything was great. But we won a Cam Newton 7-on-7, and we had the principal and AD waiting on us when we got back to school.
Wow.
In the parking lot.
In the parking lot, waiting, clapping.
Wow.
Like we won the state championship.
Wow.
Yeah, we had Lindsay in here, so we Mr. Lindsay. So let me ask you this: being offense coordinator and you playing in these 7-on-7 events, how important is it as a new coaching staff is to compete in these events? Because it's Cam Newton 7-on-7, so it's got a lot of exposure, a lot of people watching. What was your mindset going into these tournaments and trying to get to that, with these new crop of kids that y'all got?
Well, going into the Cam, that was our first one. So really, it was an opportunity for us to get to compete against some other teams. That was really the goal, to see how our kids competed against other teams, and we was able to have some success the first day, and then I think the kids' confidence got up and they realized, we can compete with these guys, and also it showed them that as coaches, we kind of knew what we was doing a little bit, so it kind of helped them with the buy-in factor a little bit. It's a catch-22 though, because we had some success, winning the tournament, but at the same time, you want kids to stay grounded. Right. You don't want them to get the big head and start thinking. You want them to be realistic and realize that it was a 7-on-7 tournament. They're not giving out rings and state championship trophy for 7-on-7 tournament.
But how do you temper that? Because I was a coach who hated 7. I mean, I understood why we went. But you have to really remind kids. My thing was always you got that one kid, the T-shirt All-American. He going to make that play, but then when we put the pass on, it's not going to happen. How do you temper the kids? I mean, this big. Going to Charlotte for this tournament, we went and won it a couple of years ago. How do you temper the expectation for the kids?
I think the expectation is like Coach Smith said, is just to compete. Just to compete. Because how passing league goes. I mean, everybody run a post and cover 2 in passing league.
Right.
You ain't gonna run that cover 2 post with that safety sitting on that head, knock your head off.
And he gonna knock your head off.
So but at the same time, you want them competing. You want them to, like we say, accept the grind and be like, look, this is who you going against. Now I understand it's passing league, but guess what? It's still a competition. And anytime we get in there, we try to let them know. We talk about it all the time, especially during spring. If my mama lined up in front of me, she gonna get it.
Supposed to, rightly so.
That's the bottom line. I'm a lover. I was gonna love her after the fact, but for them 48 minutes, she got to wear it now.
Sound like Coach Saul over here, right?
I'm gonna block my mama.
It ain't personal,
right?
It ain't personal.
So all those this is all great. I'm sure you can't wait till practice really get started.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's pros and cons to it, because typically this time of the year, you want to be done with all of that, all the 7-on-7 stuff and all the camps and stuff, and you really want to be able to get to the grind with your kids, and start really making sure installs are going properly. But, it's a great opportunity for our kids. It's a bonding opportunity, so, we're looking forward to it, but at the same time, like we said, we want to make sure our focus stays on us getting better as a team.
Yeah.
And the same token, I don't know how many of our kids have ever been to Charlotte. Or how many of them have ever left the Atlanta area before?
Been past I-20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for them, like a vacation, just like Coach Smith said, it's a team bonding situation to where they're going to, we leave Thursday morning and don't come back to late Saturday evening. So you're talking about over 48 hours where it's just us.
Yeah.
So, is one of the alumni going to meet y'all up there?
I think his mom is. Shout out to Mama T.
Mama T. She on the
Yeah.
Because Mike probably still in San Diego.
That's right. He just had to. But I know
Mike
Mama T. You know that.
Oh yeah. She'll be there.
He's been super supportive.
Oh yeah. We were there last year for when they opened the facility named.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Y'all got a great weight room.
Yeah.
No question.
Oh yeah. No doubt about y'all not lifting weights at Douglas County. Y'all have no excuse not to lift weights.
If I come out there, y'all ain't lifting.
No, Coach Smith putting
you
in the
come
work.
out there between 8 and 10 every day and watch us accept the grind.
It ain't nice in there right now.
So that's what y'all got the linemen doing while y'all doing this. Y'all got them hitting it hard and doing things like that.
We actually split it up, so where it depends on the day, but every other day, like the linemen will go first in the weight room for 45 minutes. Skill guys are doing plyometrics and all that, so agility work, and then we have a 45-minute switch.
Okay.
So they'll get it in every day.
All right.
But it's different.
Hey man, we just get started, man.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot to talk about, so stay with us. It's the Crush.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
This is Queen Harrison, U.S. 100-meter hurdler, and I'm rocking with the Crush.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Coming to you live from Sensation Station. Listen to The Crush, you get a rush. Live with Stacey Harris, best radio station online. Peace. Roll Tide.
And we back, man. Still doing our Crushing interview brought to you by Oracy Software. Douglas County High School is in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Coach Johnny and Coach Travis are in the building. So let me ask this. So last year's record wasn't the greatest at the school. What are some of the things that you want to come in first and implement? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. We got a caller, Macy.
Hey, caller, what you crushing on?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey,
Mama T.
Mama T's in the building. How you
Mama
doing?
T, how
Hey,
you
Mama
doing?
T.
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
Just
Good.
Okay. Coach Johnny, I am not going to be there this weekend. I've been invited to another camp, but I'm calling you to tell you guys go up there and kick butt.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go.
Y'all ain't got no choice now.
That's the plan.
Yeah, go up there and show them what the time made up.
Yes, ma'am.
Mama T, I see you was out there at a beautiful wedding this weekend, right?
Man, my baby renewed his vows. He promised his wife that he would give her the wedding of her dreams, and he did. And it was the best wedding, like the I've been to ever in my life.
Wow.
Wow. I can't wait to August 5th, Mama T. Road trip.
I was waiting on y'all to let me know what y'all doing. You know we riding.
Yes,
we
coming.
That's offline. We got this covered. We'll call you when the show over.
Thank you, Mama T.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
You too. What number did you call,
man? Mama T called 678-613-5857.
So back to what we was asking about, Coach. Getting that kid, you talked about some of the things y'all put in play, weight room, the winning mentality, and things like that, accepting the grind. What else have you doing? Because, last year you're trying to move forward to a different season, get into that playoff battles. What are y'all doing differently to get them going forward and not looking back?
Well, we approach it as a culture change altogether. You know, we starting from the ground up. You know, so everything is different for them right now. You know, so when we first got over there, that's that honeymoon stage when you got all the kids are trying to impress the new coaches and things like. So around about this time of the year, you kind of start to kind of see who kids really are. You know, and you know, we kind of can work on their bad habits and mold them the way we want to. You know, that's what we kind of focusing on right now. You know, so.
And we want them to remember where they came from. We started, when we took over, we decided, because we weren't in the building and they already had weight room during the afternoons, that we would go. We had a 10-game season, so we decided to go 10 morning workouts at 6:15 in the morning. And we were averaging right around 65 to 70, sometimes 80 kids.
That's your core.
But what we did was, every morning when we got there a little early because we were in the gym. So we put on the scoreboard 2 and 8.
All over the scoreboard.
Every morning, 2 and 8.
Nice,
that was your record last year.
Nice reminder.
Yeah.
Nice reminder.
Yeah.
Look, Coach Banks is Coach Banks, he keep chiming in down there, Coach.
I'm not messing with Coach.
Yeah. Because the first thing he kept saying, and you saw us all day like, don't let them come in there and pull mouth.
I ain't messing with Coach Banks. We had that discussion this morning.
That's right. That's right.
University of Newton.
Yeah.
What region are you guys in this year?
We're in the region with, I don't know the number, but it's Langston Hughes, Creekside, Mays, South Paulden, Alexander, New Manchester.
6A.
Yeah.
So y'all 6A football. Okay.
Northgate. And Northgate.
Who you open up with?
Our first region game is Northgate. But we open up at Lithia Springs.
Okay.
And then we got to go to Carver Columbus. Yeah, we can get a little Mid-South Georgia in us a little bit.
And I know we only look at that first game with the kids that you have coming back and what you've seen, like, 7-on-7 for wise, and we know the quarterback is the most important position. You got to solidify that. How's your quarterback situation looking right now?
Well, like we tell the kids, we won't have any starters right now.
Oh, okay.
We won't have any starters until the end of the month, beginning of August. But it's competition going on in every position, including the quarterback position.
Okay.
So we've got a couple kids, Devin Williams and Marquis Collins, that are kind of the front runners right now. And we're gonna let them play it out, and the best man's gonna win the spot. Whoever we feel like is gonna give us the best opportunity to win some games come this fall. So.
Y'all run spread
look, high tempo offense. We got athletes. So we want to. The whole point of the offense is to put speed in space. So we want to get our athletes the ball quickly and let them make plays and make me look good.
Plus, we messed the head up a little bit during the second day of spring, because when we got there, our schedule was already put together. All 10 games, including our scrimmage. And it was funny because, they just broke ground on our new turf field. So they told us we couldn't play until mid-September. So we at home. So we only have 4 home games. So we got the third week, the 6th week, and then the last 2. So unfortunately, they said, the mid-September game is the only game that we can schedule for our homecoming, because that's game 5. Now, unfortunately, but the crazy part is Langston Hughes.
Oh, they did that on purpose.
Shout out to the Panthers.
Yeah, we love them.
Yeah.
Those are folks now. That's what we.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They did that on purpose.
But then
that's by design.
But to make matters worse, our scrimmage game backed out. So we put it on the internet looking for a scrimmage game, and we only got 1 hit. So on August 19th, we taking our boys to Grayson.
Grayson All Stars.
But Coach,
that's funny you say that.
Coach, that could be a good experience, Coach.
It's going to have to be.
Yeah.
Because you're going to play against one of the best. Well, they're going to open up the season ranked number 2 in the country.
On paper. On
exactly.
paper.
You still got to play it.
Oh, no doubt.
You still got to play it, but same thing we talked about. We want our kids to compete and accept the grind.
So let me ask this, since all this offensive talk, what type of defensive scheme did y'all running, Coach?
Well, we're 4-3.
Okay.
4-3, a little bit multiple, everything out of a cover 4 shell.
Okay.
Gonna send some heat. I'm glad I brought in a defensive coordinator, because my days as DC have become kind of soft. Because I sit in 4-3 cover 4 all day.
Coach?
All day. All day.
You don't like to send them, Coach?
No, because I do, but at the same time, a lot of teams here in this area are selfish, and they got to go deep. and we'll just sit back there and wait on it. I mean, they got to go deep.
Yeah.
As in, they'll have a 5-yard hitch open 20 straight plays, but they got to go for that bomb.
They won't take it.
They won't take it. A lot of teams won't.
They got to go once. They just make sure. Were you that tight?
No.
You would take the 20-yard, the 5-yard hitch.
Dude, let me tell you something. I would tell any of my quarterback, bro, I don't care what I call. If they giving you that,
take it,
bro. Keep taking it. Man, we will matriculate that ball down the field, throwing that 5-yard. Because at one point, somebody gonna break it.
They got to.
Yeah,
they got to. Man, we still got some more with the coaches. Man, stay with us. It's the Crush.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
You do your thing, all right? Don't be nervous, okay? It's easy.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
I say that to say this. If you wouldn't have did what you would have did, then we wouldn't have been where we was at to get what we got.
That just don't make no sense, dog.
It's the Crush.
Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late-model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. All three of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush on SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
We're back still doing this crushing interview brought to you by Orsi Software.
Oh, man, she paid attention to my music. I got it a week late, but I got it.
We're here with Coach White and Coach Smith.
You ready me to freestyle?
No.
Okay. I'm finna give y'all my mixtape.
Keep that mixtape in, man. Keep that mixtape in.
I dropped the single last week. Never mind. Back to Coach. Go ahead.
So, man, you say you've been coaching for 21 years.
Yeah.
How is it to coaching today's kids?
Be careful.
There you go.
Tread lightly.
Be real.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's still as rewarding. I mean, I love what I do,
right,
but it is different. And I think the difference, coming from where I've come from, like once the season started, those parents did this to their children. Here you go, do what you do. And now, you know, so many parents are so want to be part of that, you know, a lot of it starts, and that's not a bad thing all the time, but you know, they're entitled right now.
There you go.
You know, a lot of them really think that, you know, I deserve to play. No, you deserve to play by grinding Monday through Thursday.
Oh,
you know,
the hardest thing to teach, boy.
Yeah, but the best thing, the best teacher in football is the sideline. That's the best teacher in football.
Boy,
I only had them conversations.
It teach you a lot.
But stand on here by me and watch.
Watching games ain't fun.
No.
Boy.
No, especially in high school when your girl in the stands with your number on her shirt.
Wait a minute, your number right there.
Yeah,
he ain't left yet.
Yeah, ain't gonna leave.
His jersey clean.
Yeah, start telling lies. Man, you know I had on number 7.
No,
they don't look like you.
Coach don't like me.
Well, that's the one thing I think our kids really understand is that it's gonna be our way. We also have another thing that we stole from. I forgot who we stole it from, and we told our kids the first week, you got one or two choices. You can believe in this program, or you can be leaving this program. It's just that simple.
So you tweet a moment.
Yeah. They put that out there.
Believe or be leaving.
Yeah, it's just that simple. So,
but Coach,
or be leaving.
One of the reasons I eventually got out of it was just like you were just talking about the entitlement, I gotta commit now. I gotta do. I'm a D1 athlete. Just be the best athlete that you can be. You know, it's a spot for everybody.
No question.
It's a spot for everybody. You might not the eye test wise, you might can't go to Auburn, but you can go somewhere and play competitive football.
And you know, my problem with that is you're absolutely right. But the next issue is, like you said, is unreal expectations. But also what a lot of these kids don't understand yet. And I told them I spent 2.5 years coaching in college. I coached at Liberty after I graduated. I went back home, coached for 5 years, went back, became the D-line coach. And our head coach would not let us recruit from a losing program. He don't care how good the football player was. Because our head coach was saying that kid is used to losing. So I don't want that kid in my program. So what we try to get our kids to understand is the more you win, the more opportunities open up for everybody.
Right.
Because a lot of times they're going to say, yeah, he ain't 6'1", yeah, he don't run a 4.5, but coach, he's a winner. He knows how to win. And that means just as much as some of these highlight tapes some of these kids are putting together.
Wow, this freaking highlight tape. Oh. Boy, I got so much stuff. I got so much stuff about the highlight. Hey, man, if your highlight tape in 2 minutes, if I can't watch your highlight tape in 2 minutes and be like, he a baller, dude.
You see me in 10-minute tape, I ain't looking at it.
Yeah, college coach ain't. He ain't looking.
He ain't got that kind of time.
The first 2 minutes.
That's it.
That's all I need.
5 plays.
That's it.
We'll be right back, man.
Are you a cool guy?
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40! You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
We talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
We finished up our question interview with
but she went 2 in a row.
Yes.
You must got my mixtape.
See how he cutting off my... I'm trying to talk, man. About
Go ahead,
concept,
man. I'm just saying, man. Go ahead, man.
Software, man. So, coaches, man.
I get excited.
Coach White, what are you looking forward to this year, man? We've talked about this before. We keep talking about it, but just the excitement around what you guys are bringing. What is the realistic expectation you guys looking into for this year?
The playoffs.
I love it.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
If we don't make the playoffs, it's an unsuccessful season.
That's what's up.
Coach, I like that.
That's
Coach.
what's up.
I like that, Coach. That's why you get out the bed in the morning.
Yeah.
I like that, Coach.
Especially me, I'm coming from Stockbridge going to Douglas County.
Cloud, have mercy, Coach. What time you leaving?
I leave. I get up at 5:15. I leave. I gotta leave my house by 6.
Coach, you gotta start looking at some properties. Down Fairview Road up there, Coach. My God,
2 acres up there, Coach.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: your style. How much does the running game play in your offense?
It's a big part of it. I'm big on the new age of RPOs and run pass options. I like to we want to find a defender and put him in conflict. He can't be right. If he does what he's coached to do, we got to answer for it. And so that's kind of what we're trying to get our kids to understand. Now it's different for them, but with a lot of reps, and some more practice, we're hoping we get a lot better at it, and we can be successful.
Coach T, how bad? And it's on down the schedule a little bit, but versus Langston Hughes.
I ain't having that conversation.
I just, you know, I just had
I mean, I got to worry about Grayson, Lithia Springs, Carver, Columbus.
He trying to pull in that
South Park.
Coach Banks with that coach talk, he was like, man,
you know, Banks. You know, Banks on the hook. If I had a couple of openings, I'd be ready for once a year. And like I told y'all, the only openings we got, 2 boys on my team open doors at Food Depot.
Wow.
Somebody say
what you say, Cole? The only openings you got?
Yeah. Some of them open doors at work. We ain't got no opening.
Now, Coach Banks sat in that seat last week, and he was pole mouthing. He gonna always toe mouth. That's what Banks do. But he got a 6'4" kid over there. Yeah. He got another 6'3" kid.
Got an unbelievable D-end. And
the whole front four going FBS. And he talking about what he ain't got. Come on, man.
Got to make it feel small, man.
Yeah.
Banks will make an opposing coach feel kind of good about themselves now, cause he gonna swear out. I don't know how we got this win. It's 45-0. Man, we just got lucky.
Now Banks is telling me that he gonna change his demeanor on the sideline.
Okay, I don't believe that.
When I see it, Coach,
I don't believe that.
I got good money on it. I told him I give him 3 weeks. He gonna be back to being Coach Banks, cause that's the only way he know how to.
He got a Thursday game that we all going to.
Oh, y'all got to tell y'all got to.
I forget. It's a Thursday game that we all going to in Conyers, and I'm gonna have my phone out on him the whole time.
Wow. Yeah, Coach. Wow. We gotta get sideline pass for that. Cause
Coach, we coming to some game, man. Cause Douglas County family to us. So.
Okay,
they fed us good on that third floor for the Mike Tolbert day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. What meatballs? All that good stuff.
Yes, but I just thought about it. Anyway, man, what y'all looking for this weekend? Charlotte. Going up there. When are y'all leaving again?
We're leaving Thursday morning at 10.
You the team that come from Atlanta win it.
I think Cartersville won it last year.
Yeah. So y'all going Thursday, coming back Sunday?
Come back Saturday.
Saturday.
Going Thursday. I think Cam's got a couple activities for the guys to do.
Y'all can get some fresh new gear.
Yeah, we play on Friday, and then pool plays on Friday, then the brackets on Saturday.
That's what's up, man.
So we plan on leaving late, because if you lose quick, you leave early.
So we see y'all Friday night or Saturday about 2.
I want to get home late.
That's right.
We see y'all at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
We're gonna stop at Cookout. We're gonna be on South Tryon.
That Cookout saved us last year.
Oh, that Cookout saved us when we was in Charlotte. Coach, much success, Coach. Like say, you guys have the pieces in play. Like say, Mr. Lindsay, phenomenal guy.
Yeah, man.
Phenomenal guy. So, they say you got y'all polo looking good. So, you know, Coach, I need me one of those, Coach, with the visor.
I just want the visor.
I need that with the visor, because the paw with the DC in
dope.
Yeah, man, that look real good.
Good luck, you got any shout outs y'all want to give for your lead today, man?
Shout out to the whole DC family.
Everybody, young, all the football players listening, it ain't gonna change at 8 o'clock in the morning now. It is what it is. Accept the grind.
Accept the grind. Thank you, coaches.
Appreciate
we appreciate it. Let's take these photos, man. We'll be right back.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Do you have student loans and are worried about making your payments? Stop worrying. Now, Direct Student Aid can help you if you are behind, if you are late, or even if you are in default on your student loans. We can help cut your payments fast.
We provide student loan relief, getting you relief from your student loans right away. We will stop any harassing phone calls, stop any wage garnishments, and even remove any tax liens. No matter how much you owe or how far behind you are with payments, call our established direct student aid toll-free assistance line right now. We can fix your student loan problems guaranteed. That's right, we guarantee we will get your student loan out of default and cut your payments right away. We have helped thousands of people just like you fix their student loans. Best of all, it's 100% guaranteed. Don't go another day with your loans behind or in default. Our specialists are waiting for your call. Call 866-855-6516. That's 866-855-6516. Again, call 866-855-6516. That's 866-855-6516.
Well, I finally did it. My student loan is totally paid off.
What? What about our plan to win the lottery and start living? You know, travel the world on matching yachts, wear enough jewelry to require a bodyguard, vacation on the French Riviera, and then buy it.
You know we're never going to win the lottery, right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late-model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. All three of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
The Crush Repat was brought to you by Blunt Power. With Blunt Power, 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about Blunt Power at their website, bluntpower.com, or go to their Facebook page, Blunt Power, and or their Twitter page, @BluntPower.
Listen to those ladies. Make sure they're growing up in front of our eyes, man.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, that's what they were doing last week when my co-host was on injured reserve. Glad to have you back, though, dog.
Very well.
Whatever, man. Hey, man, great, man. Great show, dog. That's just with so much energy in here. I love these shows when the energy like that, dog.
Hook 'em and book 'em, baby.
Hey,
Hook 'em and book 'em.
KeKe always fun, man.
Hook 'em and book 'em, baby.
Because he still like he put about 35, though. He still like he got that look about him.
Alumni game a couple of years ago, he dropped 40.
He dropped 40?
He dropped 40.
Is he left-handed?
Nah, he right-handed.
He right-handed. He look like he got it.
The way he shoot, you just, I mean, you know, because he got that
Yeah.
crazy form, but yeah, man, very effective.
In Douglas County, I think they got a good staff, man.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait to go back down there, man. Shout out to Coach AD Albert Lindsey, man.
Yeah, man. Coach
Putting
Lindsey,
together a great staff together, man.
Got to get that polo, man. I need that Under Armour polo in my life.
But right now, make sure I want to see something. See what our intern there. Our interns, they got something to say. So let's go on, intern Sydney Simone. What did y'all learn today, people?
Going back to Serena, how she won 22 titles, first woman to win 9 titles over the age of 30.
She's the GOAT, undeniable. You can't deny that.
Wow. Okay. Nice. What else? What you learned, Simone?
I learned a lot. I learned about the guy who went to who's the coach at Point, the recruiting coach.
Marquis.
Yeah, KeKe.
What'd you learn about him?
I learned about his job and like and like
they also had that too.
He's not just the assistant coach. He does recruiting and all of that. And I didn't realize that assistant coach had to do all of that.
Yeah, assistant coaches got to do a lot.
I didn't know that.
They
I
don't
just
just
thought
coach.
that they were just
They got to get on the
coaches,
road and do all that stuff.
I didn't know that.
You want to know what I learned?
What you learn?
I learned that Simone can drink, carry water, and talk on the phone at the same time.
I'm the go-to.
I learned that.
What else you got for us, Sydney?
The UFC was, what was it?
They were sold for
$4 billion.
$4 billion bucks, man.
And Tim Duncan retiring, and he stayed with the same team the whole time.
19
I didn't know
years.
that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
one team.
I think
5 titles.
He was playing when you was born.
Yeah. I saw something that LeBron was in the 7th grade when he was playing. So it's like a long time.
Good Lord, Tim got some age. So what else you got? Anything else for me, Simone?
No, that's all. I mean, I've learned a lot since being here, so it's hard to just say this one show. I mean, I've learned a lot from Sky, from you guys, how to prepare for shows and all of that good stuff.
What has been your favorite moment here?
Clowning with you.
I'm funny.
I just like taking you out,
Oh wow! Yeah,
Wow.
well, you do a lot of that. Yeah, I let you win though.
It sounds like you playing Madden again, Mazel.
Yeah, man, mind games, man. Jedi mind trick, man. May the force be with you.
What about you, Sydney?
What have I enjoyed most?
Y'all, they'll be back, but we just
try.
Yeah, we just.
I like goofing. It's a good atmosphere. I like being here. And then having people coming in, meeting new people.
Yeah, we have a lot. Boy.
I learned a lot from Jovita and Blaine.
Yeah.
They were my favorite so far.
Wow. Yeah, you was all in Blaine grill.
I was like,
I thought you recorded. I thought you was over there recording Blaine from the side.
No.
That was a good week.
Yeah.
And the retired NBA player, the
Will Anderson.
Yeah.
Wow, Will Anderson was very dope, man.
Oh man!
I tried to get Willie enthralled in an argument the other day, but he on vacation, so I just catch him when he come back.
We know Willie probably out there chilling. He ain't got time.
Yeah, man. Willie say he ain't got no worries, man.
He ain't got no worries, man.
Yeah, man.
Also, the voices y'all heard, those are our interns. They've been with us. We got them for about 3 weeks one and about 4 weeks with the other one. So time is running out.
And they're heading back to school. But they said we can get them at Georgia State.
Negative. Not gonna happen.
Not happening.
Wow.
You can catch me in Tuscaloosa if y'all want. You can call me up or something.
We need that Nick Saban interview.
Why you don't have no case on your phone?
Cause
yeah,
it's gonna sound so
I see what kind of problems you got right now, man. Shout out to the man. Shout out to the plug, man. My dope shirt, man.
Who was it, man?
Hey, man, the plug.
The plug.
The plug.
Yeah. I own one shirt.
Shout out to the plug.
What? Selfish plug. I bring hats and everything.
Hey, man, you gotta have your people call my people. What I keep telling you about people?
All I get is blunt power. I give you hats.
What I keep telling you about people?
And you want shoes too? Come on, man. Can I get something else, man?
Have your people call my people. Listen, I've tried to tell Glade we need to have the same agent. For some reason,
yeah, y'all should. Y'all work together.
For some reason, he think he should have another agent.
My agent be bringing hats.
I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out like why we don't have the same agent.
Yeah, man. Anyway, man. Great show today. Had a bunch of fun, man. Oh, man. Felt good coming back after a week.
Man. We need you.
I stumbled. You better be. I thought I was going to blow this microphone.
Hey, look. I did like this. When you get ready to come on, I did like this.
Well, I brought it from down here at the toe. Did you? Y'all don't understand. But, man, shout out to Erica for holding down for us last week, man. I miss Coach. But, Coach, we will talk again. Trust us, man. You were funny, man. And I see the little thing y'all got between coaches. It's going to be fun, man.
Characters, man. Characters.
As we go through, man, something that I forgot to talk about, man. Really, Brian Russell, man. So, he D'Angelo Russell, I'm sorry. So, he scored the winning game in the Summer League game.
He hit him with the ice water in his veins.
After the game, he gets the interview, and he says,
he dropped the S-bomb.
Ish.
Yeah. He dropped it.
You know the mic was on you. Come on, D'Angelo, man.
Very, very immature guy.
Yes.
Very talented.
Talent out this word.
Very immature.
But he's a kid still, man.
He's 20 years old.
Yeah,
he's a rich 20-year-old.
Yeah, but he kind of, like when I saw old boy out there last week, the kid we talking about, the 6'10" guy,
Ben Simmons,
like a totally different kid because Ben controlled the floor. He was having fun. His passes were ridiculous at 6'10", man.
We have to understand, and you, Coach, you know this. Everybody matures different. It's just so many. It's the level of maturity with some guy. It's the way you raised. It's, again, you talking about a kid who was rich at 19.
Man,
1 year of college.
Do you worry about kids like that though?
You have to.
Because he looks like you see him have all that talent, but do you like when is it gonna click?
Yeah,
you have to wait 5-6 years.
You have to hope that the money doesn't turn these guys out. Working in that sports agency business.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
one of the things that any agent always talked about was like, when we give this kid these millions, now we're gonna find out what kind of person he is.
So if you add immaturity with millions, that could be a bad combination.
That's a bad drug. It has the potential. If a kid wasn't raised right and don't have like the right self-respect thing about him, dude, he'll lose his mind. You see it happen more times than you don't see it happen.
Which kind of brings me to what we talked about earlier in the really with Draymond Green.
Yeah.
When he was making not minimal, he was still a millionaire, but when he wasn't making as much money.
Second round pick.
Yeah.
A guy with hadn't became a star yet.
Now
below the radar.
Now he's gonna get hate wherever he goes.
He got the headphone commercial, all that stuff, man.
I'm gonna get fined after this show.
Yeah, man, the fine jaw is open.
It's coming strong. Yeah, man. But hey, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Marquis, KeKe Hicks, man.
Yeah.
He's going 40. He scored 40 when he walked in with that leather shirt, even though he said it wasn't leather.
I tell you, man, that Doug High thing, y'all always somewhere joning, man. One thing you gonna learn at Doug High, you gotta be quick.
You told me, but that was the thing.
Hey, man, if you couldn't join at Doug High, boy, you better sit on the other side of the cafeteria.
Killer Mike say, what happened to joning, man? You ready to join him off you? Hey, man, shout out to Tony Rutland calling us about 5 minutes later, but we got him in. Shout out to him. Good story about Tim Duncan, man. Shout out to coaches, Doug High. Seems like they got a good coaching staff with Johnny White and Douglas High. Thank you. And Travis Smith. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Sky. Sydney Simone. We got to do better with that little segment. Y'all really need to have some paper or something.
She need a case for that phone.
Because she going to break it and then she going to look at us.
It's already broke, though.
She already tore her door off of the car. Anyway, man, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.
A dream of the future brought to reality by
Sensation Station Network. Sensation Station Network.